I'm B Queen after B Queen presents Unexplained podcast, and I just jumped out the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Sins, I got sins on my mind and some M's. Got a lot of M's on my mind.
All right, so we got B Queen off the porch with us today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I appreciate you coming
Glad
by.
to be here.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. What else have you been doing here in Atlanta during this trip?
Man, we just got here so far.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm from Greenville, South Carolina. We just pulled up. So we're gonna do a little bit later. We're gonna turn up a little bit. But
There you go.
yeah.
Okay. And I saw you just celebrated a birthday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aries season. So yeah, April 7th was my day. B
Okay.
Queen Day. So yeah.
Okay. How'd you celebrate?
I did. I'm getting old, man. I'm 31. Like, I done had a picnic.
Had a picnic?
Yes, I had a whole picnic. It was straight. But this is really my celebration right here. Like, this
really?
this is like my birthday present right here.
Okay.
Good one.
That's what's up.
Yes.
And you're young, 31.
31.
You know,
like,
when you
nah.
turn 40, 50, but man, I wish I was 30 again.
Yeah, but it didn't hit me at 30, but 31, I'm like, dang, I am kind of like, especially with me like a young dude sometimes, I'm like, I'm about to be a cougar. I feel it. I'm gonna be a cougar. I'm gonna be a cougar. I know it. I feel it.
There you go. Live it up. Enjoy it. All right, so talk to us about Greenville. What goes on in Greenville, South Carolina? Anything?
Okay, so Greenville, okay. Because they always say, yeah, I'm a Greenville hater, I guess, because they just, whatever. No, Greenville is Greenville. It's a whole bunch of, they know, a whole bunch of popularity, it's contests, like, but Greenville straight for the most part. People love Greenville. It's like a retirement state. It's too slow for me. I need to come out here with y'all in Atlanta and be lit all the time, you know. But Greenville is a little slow. It's okay. They don't really, I don't know. They don't really support to me like
Really?
they need to. You feel me? I feel like it's more. I get more support from like other states, places I ain't never been. So Greenville is Greenville. Greenville, you know. Yeah.
So what has kept you in Greenville all these years?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like chasing the wrong stuff. Like Greenville, I feel like Greenville done held me back. I feel like I chasing love, you know what I'm saying? Like just that love should have had you sick and just, you know what I'm talking about? So for anybody, I just want to tell y'all, love will hold you back from a lot of stuff. And yeah, I think that's what kept me in Greenville, just chasing love and yeah.
That's real right there.
That's what I think. But yeah, good now.
So what was your childhood like? What were you up to as a kid?
As a kid, see, I wasn't really a bad kid, but I don't know. I feel like I had my mama and my daddy in the home, and I would be the one to say, it is not all it is, you know what I'm saying? Like what they make it seem, because I feel like I met my older siblings when I got grown, and I feel like they turned out better than me being in the house with my mama and my daddy, because my daddy, he was abusive mentally, you know. So I had a good childhood money-wise, but not like mental, for my mental kind of traumatized me a little bit.
Yeah.
It made me toxic as hell too. Like it made me, what I despised about my daddy, God rest his soul though, I love my daddy, you feel me? But I feel like it made me toxic. It made me abusive with my physically, mentally. Like I thought that was like, even though I hated it as a kid, I feel like that was the way. It made me toxic as hell. So, but money-wise, he had us, and my childhood was great money-wise. So that's what I say about that.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. That's right.
Did you end up going to college after school?
No, I didn't go to college until later on, like not right out of school. I actually dropped out of school and then got my GED and then went to college. Like I was just, like I said, chasing the wrong stuff, and I was partying at a young age and drinking. Like I said, at Topsail, my daddy used to drink all the time. I started drinking like that. I'll still be drinking. But you know.
It's your birthday week. You can still drink.
Yeah, I still be, but yeah, so no, and I just went to college for 2 years, like in my 20s, so I was like 24 or 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
What college did you go to?
Greenville Technical College. I went for physical therapy.
Okay.
So yeah, but I don't think that was the way to go. You know what I'm saying? I need to be on TV. I'm ready to be in the limelight. I wasted all this damn time in. So yeah, turn me up. No, it's time to turn me up.
So did you get a job doing anything with your degree right out after college?
No, no. I just went straight to like serving, like waitressing, because the money was fast and I wanted fast money. I didn't feel like stripping. My body, I can't be doing all that. So I didn't want to be tricking off. I didn't want to be stripping, like my peers. So the way for the fast money was waitressing for me. So yeah, I ain't even do nothing with that.
All right, so now you got your podcast. Where did this whole idea for starting your podcast come
So I used to go on my brother's podcast. Like I said, I met my older siblings like later. So he started a podcast with like some of his friends or whatever, Tucker's Talk podcast. And I used to go as a guest, and I was like, damn, it's really like a platform. All these years, I've been losing family members, friends, relationships, because my mouth. Even in school, it was my mouth. I was class clown, I always talk shit. So I'm like, damn, it's like a platform for this. Like, I can say what the fuck I want to say and like pop my shit, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Like, so that's how I was inspired when I was going on their show, and it was just like, okay, like, I'm about to do this, because I got a lot to say about everything. Like, I can explain what people don't want to say. Everybody sugarcoat everything in life. And I'm like, no, let me explain what they really trying to say. Let me explain the unexplained. So that's why I got podcast idea from. That's why I got the name from. Like, I'm going to explain the unexplained. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you start it?
I started it last January, so I only been in it for a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just fresh in, but yeah, I'm trying to see what I can do with this.
Yeah.
See what I can do.
So what was the biggest challenge in starting your own podcast?
So the biggest challenge I would say is like letting people in, like in my ear, in my circle with it, like trying to do the stuff. Like I had a manager. We ain't know what the hell we was doing. Just be my manager, girl. I'm doing this. And it was like, that shit turned crazy. So it's mainly how people like see you really consistent. People start to change. They don't always be proud, for real. So people, like, I feel like people was changing, like people I never would think I'm not gonna fuck with too. Like they started being flawed. Like it seemed like it really brought out a lot of like shit that I wasn't aware of, like fake shit really. So that's been my biggest challenge, like really saying, fuck, you're out now, like fuck you. Yeah. Like that's it. It be because it hurt. It be like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's my biggest challenge. Mm-hmm. Even now, but I'm pretty much on a weeded all the ops out. Now I got ops. Like I got ops starting the podcast. They hate
They're
this.
starting to start their own podcast now too?
Yeah, so.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Were there any media personalities that you looked up to that kind of inspired you to say, you know what, I could do this too. Yeah. I could pop my shit like them.
Yeah, also. So I would say like, on the comedian side of things, because I'm kind of funny. You see you over there. I'm kind of funny. So I would say like just hilarious. I like what she doing. She got a podcast now, even after the fact of I got one. But I'm saying like just them talking they shit, just being funny. Like I would say just hilarious. Desi Banks. I would say them. I would say they inspired me to just like, let me pop my shit, especially in the comedian way too. So yeah. I'm like, I can really do something with this. Like I can tell a little jokey joke here, and like they really get paid off this. You know, they in the media, they doing shows, so I say that.
Yeah. Do you have a co-host?
No co-host, because I told you they turned to ops. Like
so you had co-host.
I tried it, yeah. So when I said the person that was my manager, she was kind of like my co-host, even though she was my manager. She was on every show, like talking that shit with me. And then I had another co-host my second season, and it just got flawed a little bit. And yeah, get out the way. Y'all see that? Look at me. I told him stop playing.
Do you look to bring another co-host in, or are you kind of happy just doing it, running it by yourself?
I feel like a co-host maybe would make it more interesting though. Like, I feel like I have great guests, so I can rock by myself because it's always been me. You feel me? It's always been me that's turning this shit up, making it funny, like whatever, how I want it to be. But I'm scared of co-hosts, actually. I feel like it's people that got co-hosts, I feel like it's great, but I think I'm gonna rock alone because I already done had 2 bad experiences. Like, I ain't even about to try it again now. Like, so I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it.
I understand that. So what type of guests do you bring onto your show?
I bring on like pretty much like entrepreneurs, rappers, like models, like people that's like doing something, podcasters. I do a lot of other podcasts.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much comedians. Like I do that. I'm trying to get more bigger with it. So yeah, that's what I do. And we just talk about, run through their events, like promote yourself, and then we get into the bullshit and we cut up.
What do you mean bullshit? What
we
type of topics you want to be talking about?
So we talk about like just sex, a lot of sex really. Like I'm not even gonna lie, I'm so sexual, and I feel like it's sex is like an art to me. There's so many ways to talk about it. Everybody got something different to bring to the table, so we definitely talking about that. And then we talk about relationships, so current events, we get into the foolery about all the celebrity bullshit that be going on, or like just topics though, like relationship topics. So we talk about pretty much everything. Like I said, things that people love to sugarcoat. I'm just going, let's talk about that shit. So that's how that go.
You're pretty raw and honest with your answers then, huh?
Yeah, it get crazy. So I know people be like, it's me. Like, stop playing. You be thinking it too. That's how I be thinking. Like, you be thinking about this shit, bro. Don't want to say it in front of nobody. I don't care. Like, fuck it. I feel like my mouth gonna get me paid. I feel like, I'm gonna say this shit. Let's say this shit.
Yeah. Do you find it difficult getting guests to come on, considering you're in Greenville?
No, because it be Greenville people. But no,
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's hard. It was at first, like when people first like, what the hell you got going on? But as the credentials got better and it started being better people over time, it's like real easy. Like it's easier, but I wanted to be more big time. Not saying, cause you never know when the person gonna blow. So all the people I done had, I would look at them like, yeah, they might be something. So you never know when they gonna blow, cause I feel like a lot of them gonna blow. But like, I do want to get more mainstream. I know I gotta have patience. That was been my hardest thing all my life. So I'm just learning that, and I know I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there.
Do you have a personal favorite episode that you've done so far, or one that you would recommend a new listener to go check out first if they kind of want to get a glimpse of what this podcast is all about?
I would say, let me think. I got so many favorites. That would be cool. Oh man, I would say, Talk is Talk and Stay Bodacious. That's season 3, episode. I want to say episode 5. That's a dope one. We talked about a lot of good stuff. Then you'll get Talk is a podcast. You'll get a glimpse of them and how they rock. Cause they some funny old niggas too, man. I love them. I love them old niggas. So yeah, I would recommend that one for a new listener.
Were your family and friends supportive of you when you first started out?
Yeah, I would say for the most part, I feel like I had, I feel like as I kept going, I feel like at first it was like, oh yeah, how everybody, like I really felt like maybe at first it could have been led. It's like, okay, podcast, yeah, okay, yeah, podcast. And it was like, now it's like, yeah, you doing that shit, be podcast, bit be queen podcast, like so. Yeah, like, so, yeah, they been supportive of us. So,
Okay.
Like, yeah, they're a little bit, they stepping now. They steppers now. They steppers. I love them. Yeah.
Yeah, talk to us about how much work goes into developing each episode.
I would say you really gotta pay attention to who you book. So you gotta, I ain't as good as you though, but really get into those questions. You gotta really figure out what they doing, they newest single or they newest thing they got going on, what events they done attend, you gotta really pay attention to what they got going on, and you gotta come up with questions, because like I said, I do the lineup, kind of like the interview process of it, and then we cut up, so I gotta have cut up. I mean, I can cut up all the time, but I gotta have different cut up questions and make sure they don't be like, oh, this episode, I heard her say that already, or I heard. So I feel like that's a challenge to make sure I'm not talking about the same shit. But I'm pretty good about it. I don't talk about the same shit because I got so much to talk about.
I can tell.
I got so much to say, so. But it's a challenge if you think about it. Like, I got to make sure. I'm like, I think that's familiar. Let me scratch it. So, yeah.
Which platforms are your podcasts found on?
They ain't pretty much every streaming every streaming platform. I'm not on YouTube, and I'm not on YouTube because I'm being careful about what you said. See, I thought you couldn't cuss at all for some reason.
No, it's usually just like the first 30 seconds.
See, I didn't do enough research, and I just do IGTV. So my IG, the TV, that's the visual part of it right now.
Okay.
And you know, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, iTunes, like, you know, all the stream, Podbean. Pretty good bit of them, but they pretty much every platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often do you upload a new episode? Is it weekly?
See, yeah, every Thursday.
Okay.
I've been a little now. Okay, let me be honest. I've been a little slack. Okay, been enjoying life because life's been loving the fuck out of me, bro. Like I've been loving life too. So I've been a little slack, but yeah, every Thursday, I would say, roughly every Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's some of your goals for your platform? Where are you trying to take this?
Look, hey, Diddy now, revolt.
Revolt
now.
You want to be on TV?
Yes, I need them. Yeah, revolt is like one of the goals, but I'm grinding it out, and I'm just trying to get noticed. They gotta know. The world gotta know B Queen. They gotta know this, so I'm grinding my way up. But revolt TV is like, hey, I gotta be, hey, however it condo now, but. Yeah, I'm trying to be up there with Diddy now. That's straight. I think that's straight right there.
I feel that.
Yeah.
What's some advice you would give for others who are trying to or wanting to start their own podcast?
I would say do that shit, especially if because I used to look at podcasts like you just holding a conversation, but I mean, as I've seen other podcasts or something, I'll be like, okay, no, it's not just conversation. Like you gotta know. So you gotta definitely be able to carry your floor. You got to be able to come up with them topics, and you got to be good at it. You got to be good at noticing who you bringing on. You got to be good at knowing how to stay on them topics and hit key points and just keep the audience attention. I feel like that's my advice for upcoming podcasters. They want to do this thing.
Great advice right there. Yeah. So, comedy-wise, do you want to do stand-up? What do you want to do? Do you want to act?
I did do a mini-series once, but see, them ops had, you know what, we ain't even gonna yell for them. I'm coming out with a film soon. But yeah, I feel like I am gonna act. Okay. But see, when I've been to so many stand-ups lately, and I feel like that shit's so hard. That shit seems hard as hell. Like, what if the crowd just like, fuck she talking about? Like, I feel like I'll be then like, all right, get me out the fucking stage.
Then you go off on them. Like, y'all paid me to be here.
Yeah.
Joke's on you.
You got a point. So see, that's advice I'm gonna take with me. I might have to do that. So I say like doing the skits. I feel like how like I said, Just Hilarious, Dez and them do the skits. I need to really start doing those. I might try that stand up. I like that advice you gave me. And yeah, I'm gonna get into the acting thing. I'm gonna make a whole I'm about to come out with a short film.
Oh really?
Yeah. You
writing this yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
So look at me, a director too. I'm a director too. But yeah, I'm writing it myself. It's almost done. Then I'm just put all my actors in place, and we're gonna do this thing. I'm gonna drop it like late July.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's gonna be a comedy or what is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a comedy. You gotta do that. You got to, cause I gotta get that aspect out about me too. Like I know, like people laugh at me all the time and shit, but I gotta really show the world, like, okay, I'm a little funny now. I'm funny now. Come on, like so. Yeah, I'm gonna do comedy. Yeah.
What else you working on? What else would you like to do?
I'm really about to, I need to drop a couple books or something too. I done wrote a book.
Oh, really?
I done went through this whole thing with having like a whole book deal. When it went left, it was crazy. I guess it just wasn't time. But I feel like now that I'm building this platform, I feel like I can drop this thing on my own now. So, hustle overall. I wrote a book.
What was it about? Like motivating? What we talking about?
No, it ain't no motivation. Come on, it might motivate the hood nigga or something. No, but it's like a little urban fiction.
Okay, so like a novel.
Like, yeah, like street shit. Like, so just a little fiction, just put together a story. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any last words? Any shout outs before we wrap it up?
So yeah, shout out to all my people and shit. You feel me? Out here, baby, we going up. The world gonna be queen. And yeah, just follow me on. Check that podcast out. Like, subscribe, and comment. B Queen presents the Unexplained. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, Britt.Posey. And thank you for having me.